Hi everyone, Vegas from Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, here to review Brahms' Boy 2, starring Katie Holmes and directed by William Brent Bell. I'm embarrassed to say that, I'm a horror film fan, and I have never heard of The First Boy. I can't believe this was a sequel. I've heard of Annabelle, I've heard of, Trilogy of Terror, I've heard of Chucky, but I never heard of The Boy. And it's STX Films. So I'm embarrassed to say that I have dropped the ball professionally and as a fan that I have never heard of The Boy. So I went into, instead of seeing the first one, I thought, okay, I'll go in someone who's never seen the first film and see the second one on its own merits and see, if I can follow along or what happens to this doll. So the movie starts with Katie Holmes and her son, played by Christopher Convery, and he plays Jude. They have a break-in at their house, and they're traumatized. And of course, Jude starts not talking anymore. He's in therapy, and she's like, having these nightmares. And so the husband's going crazy. He doesn't know what to do with his family. It's falling apart because it's a real traumatic event when these two guys break into their apartment and wrestle with them and everything. It's real scary. Home invasion is not fun. I'm telling you that. Not that I've had one, but it's just I can't imagine just people breaking in your house while you're sleeping, or it's just a horrible scenario. So they want to get away from it all. So I think they're in London, and they get on the outside. They take a vacation, and they're in this really nice kind of like out of the way kind of bed and breakfast. But it's a real beautiful place, and it's next door is this mansion. I guess it's from the first film. I'm just guessing. I don't know anything about The First Boy. And Jude's doing a little walk through the woods, and he finds Brahms. He finds this real creepy doll. And of course, the doll, as you probably know if you've seen the first film, the doll is possessed. They really never go into what this doll really is, where these powers come from. But it has a list of rules, and it starts taking over Jude. Jude starts dressing in a little suit and tie like he does, and he just starts speaking to him, and he's telling his parents he writes everything down on little tablets, what Brahms is getting upset, don't piss off Brahms, and but he talks to Brahms when the parents aren't in the room because he stopped talking. So it's just a real kind of creepy movie. It is a low-budget film, it's a B film, but the director, I'm going to remember his name here, William Brent Bell. I guess he directed the first one too. He does so much with what he has. Even though I can say this is a B film, and that doesn't mean that it's a bad film when you say a B film, it doesn't mean that whatsoever. To make this doll creepy and to really, because it's just kind of an ordinary looking doll, and he just does a lot of shots where the doll is just sitting on a bench or it's doing something like that, but he just knows how to position the camera, and the doll would ever so slightly move, or he really gives you a cool creep factor. I was really satisfied with this movie, so much so that, of course, I'm going to see the first one. But I thought this was really well done, I just thought it doesn't have to be blood and guts. It doesn't have to be things jumping out at you. It was just all psychological, and carrying that creepy doll around. It also reminds me of a movie called Magic with Anthony Hopkins, where they had Fats the Dummy. I was into ventriloquism when I was a little kid, and people are creeped out by ventriloquist dolls. So this doll was kind of cool, even though it was very Victorian looking but what's inside that doll is just controlling this little boy, and the creepiness I thought it was really well done. I really did. So go see Brahms' Boy 2, and if you haven't seen the first one like me, I'm going to get out and see it. But I really had a good time with this, and I thought the director really made the movie shine. I really did. Nothing fantastic, but it was a very satisfying thriller. All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfromcritic.com. Also, check me out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, comment below. What did you think of Brahms' Boy 2? I'm Jeffrey K. Howard in Las Vegas. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.